Nabua is situated on the coastline of Nabua Bay, and it's in the district of Koroalau, in the province of the Cakaudrove, where we have about 20 or so, and then we have a farming settlement inland where the farmers live on their own areas, also about 20 or so, and there's another settlement also about 25 or so. Honorable Dr. Mahendra Reddy. The people of Nabua and its neighboring communities and villages is indeed blessed this morning by your presence. We know that just a few months ago we were at the same place donating agricultural equipments to these communities. And today we have followed up again with a much and bigger, and I believe is a historical moment for us in the donating of this tractor to this farming community. And we believe that for us, this has been a dream for a long time. We just heard about it, we read about it in the news, but it was never in our dream that one day it will come to our village and community. And for that, we'd like to thank you. And we also deeply appreciate the work that the ministry have been doing all over Fiji. And we know from the news this morning, the radio, that you just have been to Maduata in the laying of the foundation for seawall at Numbu, and also the donating of farming implements to a farmer in Numbu. And with that, we are really grateful. And it shows your commitment to the development of the rural people, or sometimes we call the people who are least developed in a country. And we thank you that you've taken the initiative throughout your years of service as Minister of Agriculture in uplifting our life. And that we're really grateful to you, sir. And we hope that this morning the tractor that we're about to donate to this community will be of great help, and it will go a long way in saving and uplifting the standard of life in this community. And with those few words, we welcome you, sir, to this community. Mula Vinaka, Mula Re, Mula Sia.
Thank you very much for the warm words of welcome, and thank you for the encouraging words to us. It means a lot. The work that we do, it's a team that's sitting here and also in other parts of Fiji. Team from agriculture, team from waterways, environment. Also, staff from other departments, the rural and maritime, DO's office, Commissioner's office, other supporting people that support the Ministry of Agriculture here, police. Thank you for the appreciation. Let me begin by passing on to you warm regards from our Honorable Prime Minister. Our government wants everyone to grow, no matter where they are, whether they are in the Asavas or Laumaritu or Kandavu or in the interior of Ra, Katisiri, Kalebu, or here. We want everyone to grow together. The country can't be at peace or can't be happy if some parts people grow fast and some parts people are neglected. We won't be happy. As a government, we won't be happy. That is one reason why you see us traveling out, going to the interior, going and meeting with the people, sitting down with them, having a Talanoa session, listening to their issues firsthand. And we know that there are issues. We know there are challenges faced by rural, interior, and maritime community. we know they'll be asking for support. But despite that, we go and face them, and listen to them. And within the framework of our policy and budget, we then talk to them and say that what we want in national interest, in their interest, and what we can deliver jointly with them. Today, the tractor that you have acquired, jointly, you have contributed. You have contributed not a small amount. The $7,000 is a big amount for a rural community like this. In a rural community, there's a lot of resources, but you don't have that amount of cash to collect $7,000 in a short period of time. It's a remarkable achievement for them, for you. That shows how eager you are to push for growth and development of your area, of your region, of your Matangali, so that your children can benefit. You all can benefit. You have a vision to put your resource to good use in a sustainable manner. You have a vision. Without a vision, you won't have investment. This is an investment. It's not an expenditure. It's an investment that you have made, which will result in major growth in revenue for your community and also for the country. We are very excited how this will contribute to your growth and development, to the benefit of your children, your households, and for the growth and development of the country. Anything that you sell in the market, the country also benefits in a number of ways. And the government also benefits in a number of ways. And when the government gets more revenue, then we can do better road, better health facility, improvement in education services, improvement in extension of the water supply, support to the elderly that we are providing now, those who are not part of the pension scheme. So government is here to support everyone, in particular those less fortunate, those in the interior rural maritime, that they do not have access to good facilities, good support mechanism. I had mentioned to you last time that my forte is environment, waterways, and agriculture. Agriculture is one of the major sectors of Fijian economy. To the extent that we are now pushing for substantial growth in exports of non-sugar agriculture in particular. And the results are very encouraging. For the first time ever in 2020, we surpassed $100 million mark exports of non-sugar agricultural produce, fresh and chilled. 106 million. Sugar was 101 million. In 2021, last year, it further grew to 123 million. Sugar went down from 100 million. We will do much better this year. Our leading export crop is kava. Last year's figure, 42 million. Number 2 is dalo, 33 million. Number 3 is turmeric, 22 million. Number 4 is ginger, 14 million. Number 5 is horticultural crops, vegetables, and also poultry products to the region. We want to continue with this momentum. We want to increase exports, to bring in more foreign currency into the country, so that we can then use that foreign currency to pay for our imports. No country wants Fiji dollar when we import, let's say, iron, when we import machinery. So we have to pay there. We have to pay in US dollars, or Australian dollars, or New Zealand dollars. They don't understand Fiji dollar. So the only way we can help New Zealand, Australian or US dollar is if we export, so we get foreign currency, or if tourists come in, they bring their money and spend here, so they change the currency. Or people send remittances, our rugby players, our people who have gone and migrated to Australia and New Zealand, they send remittances. That's how our foreign reserve builds. The foreign reserve bank of Fiji. Using that foreign reserve, we then pay for our imports. So it's important that we continue to export, because we have learned from the COVID-19 that when the COVID-19 happened, our tourism earnings were zero. But agriculture exports continued and continue to bring in and boost our foreign reserve holding. We have got a strategic advantage in agriculture. Good land, good weather conditions. Our people, they've got skills to grow kava, or dalo, cassava. At the same time, we want to grow crops which we can grow here and stop importing them, like rice. We are spending $42 million every year. So while we are exporting dal or cassava, the money comes in, we use that money to pay for rice import. No need. We can grow rice here. And we have turned around. This year there's massive production of rice in Vanvalevu. We're very impressed. But we got close to 1,400 villages who've got good land. If the 1,400 villages, now they're also consuming rice, not 50, 60 years ago, very little. Now they're consuming rice, they're buying this rice from the supermarket. If we get them to start growing rice, massive drop in rice imports. And we are very thankful, very happy that this village is a model village. They've already got into rice. They don't have to go anywhere to mill their rice. They've got their own rice mill now, given by the ministry, of course. Now, for land preparation, they have their own tractor. The tractor can be used for other crops, land preparation, dalo, cassava, kumala, vegetables. So we are very thankful that we can now, when we go and speak to other villages in Nambumbu, I was there yesterday, we talk about this village being a model village. We talk about this village, how this village is now got so motivated and pushing into utilizing the resources in a sustainable manner for the benefit and betterment of their own community. And I want to assure you today, this is not my last visit. This is not the last visit of staff here. We will come. We will motivate you. We will support you. Next week we will be getting you an irrigation set and nursery material to have your own nursery. You can grow your own kava seedling, vegetable seedling. You don't have to plant kava cutting. You can raise your seedling and transplant. We will support. We will come. We will assist. We want to set up a organic manure compost pit here, so that you don't have to buy fertilizer, save cost. Plenty of waste material that is biodegradable. So thank you very much. We are very excited to hand over this tractor to you. Beginning of a new era for commercial agriculture expansion in this area. And I want to say that had it not been the leadership, the vision of the elders here, this wouldn't have been here today. You sacrificed the money. You thought, you had a long-term vision. You had a long-term vision where you want this place to be. You may not be around, but your children, your grandchildren will be there and say that that day, that year, 2021, 2022, our forefathers took some major decisions that led to this level of commercial agriculture, quality of improvement of these villages, houses. Amazing decision. Thank you, Naka.